Hey Leo, Mariah here. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. So of course we're in the month of December and I want to see what's happening with your love life. I want to see what's going on. So let's take a look. Let's see. What is the most pressing energies that Leo is dealing with between now and the end of December of 2024? What is the most pressing energies? I'm hearing that old commercial, should have bought a V8 and then the forehead slap. It feels like you should. Why do I feel like you should have known better? Something is making you do a head slap like, oh, I should have seen that. Oh, I should have known better. Because now I'm getting that, it's an old song from Monica, should have known better. And it goes, I should have known better than to think that you would leave. I should have known better. What she was pretty much saying was that I should have known that you were going to do the things that you were going to do. I should have known, and I get that, should have had a VI. Why didn't I see this? Why didn't I know that? So you're, in the month of December, you're feeling a little perplexed. I think you're almost trying to figure out why your radar with detecting certain things just did not work with a certain person. It's like, if it was anybody else, you would have been able to see the signs, see those synchronicities, seen those flags that was warning you or letting you know, hey, something's not right here. But in this circumstance, even with you doing your due diligence or being as attentive as you thought you were being, you still feel like at the end of it, I wish I would, how did I miss this? Why didn't I see that? I should have put two and two together to know. So what do we have out? We have commitment here for you. Tell me more for Leo. What else? We have strings. We have passion, hope in the reverse, and daydream in the reverse. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, when a Leo is done, a Leo is done. That's the one thing not to mess with a Leo. When y'all finish, y'all wrapping people up and you like, hasta luego, I ain't got it for you. You can't even reach me. I'm off on another continent. You guys really detach when y'all are like done. Now, it might take y'all a while to get there because y'all are loyal to a fault. But once y'all truly get there, you're done. I feel like in the month of December, you're totally done with a person. Maybe we were holding on to hope. Maybe we still had some kind of hope, even if it was in the back of our psyche. Maybe we didn't want to admit it to ourselves or other people. But now you're in such a space of detachment from this person. Maybe at one point you were daydreaming about them. Maybe you would be lost in your thoughts, whether lost in your thoughts about them romantically or just, do I still want to be in this relationship? Do I still want to deal with this person? It's like you're not in your head about it anymore. It's like you see things for clearly as what they are. You see things clear as day. You can't unsee what you've already seen. You cannot unexperience what you've already experienced. And you cannot unfeel what you have felt with whomever it is that you're dealing with. So it feels like you're kind of, either you're ending a relationship. Yep, freedom on the bottom of the deck. So either you're ending a relationship with somebody, or you're just fully coming to the decision in the month of December of like, you know what, I am totally done. I need to break free. I feel like this connection was stifling you. Whether the fun that was initially there was no longer there, maybe the difficult experiences just sucked the fun out of it. It's like you can't even restore life into it even if you wanted to. So I would say to you, I think you have on your conscious the knowing that you have done everything you can do. You have tried everything you can try. You have expressed all that you can express. It feels like a person who has truly exhausted their resources with trying to make something work. And past that point, you truly have seen clear as day, okay, maybe we just got to go in different directions. But I'm liking commitment and passion here because despite either you in the month of December coming to terms that, hey, I can't deal with this connection anymore, or you decide to fully break up and you're done with it in the month of December, I don't want to say you move on fast, but it kind of feels like you're moving on pretty fast. Maybe you grieved the relationship while you were in the relationship. So to the outside world, even me, it seemed like you're moving on fast. But for you, you're not, because you went through the grieving process while dealing with this person, or you went through the grieving process while you were trying to figure out what you wanted to do or in some type of separation. And because you've already went through all of that, now you're ready. You're like, you know what? I want somebody to make me feel alive. I want somebody that makes me feel sexy. I want somebody that makes me feel good. I want to be able to experience that fun again, that passion. I want to feel wanted. It's like you want to feel wanted. You want to feel desired. And you're not going about it in an unrealistic way where you're trying to just ride on the highs of the honeymoon phase of a new connection, but it's like you want somebody who is going to be there thick and thin, through thick and thin. You want somebody who is not just passionate in the bedroom, but they're passionate about you in all aspects. They're passionate about you in this relationship. They're passionate about you in a marriage. They're passionate about you in having a future. You want somebody that is passionate all across the boards. You can't come half-stepping. So in the month of December, either we're opening up our options or our doors to new commitments. Maybe we're allowing ourselves to date around and see what's out there, and just allowing ourselves to be desired and wanted by others, to be craved by others before we decide to get back into a commitment. You got a couple of things going on here, Leo. So let's get into it. Tell me, for the month of December, what is happening with Leo when it comes to their love life? Let's see here. We got the Star. We also have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's get 3 more. Tell me more. What is going on for Leo in the month of December? We got the Wheel of Fortune right on that. Oh my God. And it landed right on that Four of Pentacles in the reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, I'll show you. You have you're done. And I think the reason why you can let it go so effortlessly is just like what I said. You've already processed it. So you're not hung up, you're not caught up, you're not stuck on stupid in the month of December. You're like, all right, I already went through the motions of this. I am done. I already know what that's about. I already had my free trial. I've already had my sample. I don't want to taste it again. That was enough for a lifetime. And now you're ready. You're like putting yourself out there. You're getting attention this month. And if you feel like you're not, if you were to put yourself out there more publicly, whether it's online or just going out in your community, you'll find yourself being noticed more and people being more receptive to you romantically this month than maybe prior months. I just see you not wanting to make a wasted investment in anybody. It's almost like you're just enjoying you. High Priestess in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. King of Cups in the reverse. I'm sorry. I just, not to laugh at this, but I gotta share how I'm reading this through my own intuition. This reminds me of somebody saying, or let's put it this way, the person you were dealing with, maybe you thought this was a spiritual soulmate, and it could have been, right? But let's say we thought this was a spiritual soulmate that was going to have some longevity, that was going to have some grit. And come to find out, no matter how long you were together, it just didn't maybe pan out to the full totality that we thought it was going to pan out to. So now at this point, it's almost like a lack in, I don't want to say judgment, but almost a lack in listening to our intuition, where it's like, okay, if I pick my next person, I know I don't know how to pick them, or I know I keep picking the wrong kind of man, or I keep picking the wrong kind of woman. So the next person that come into my life, I'm going to only give them energy if I know God sent that person himself. That's how you feel. That's like your energy in December. It's like, I thought my intuition was on point, and don't get me wrong, it probably was for that season of life that person was meant to serve. But maybe they weren't meant to serve a longer term than, maybe you expected. But because now we picked wrong, or maybe we have a history when it comes to picking partners, we're picking the wrong person for whatever reason, whether it's because we entertain whatever we attract and we're not actively selecting our partners. Maybe we just have a tendency to gravitate towards a certain type of person and we get the same experiences. I don't know. But now it's like, listen, you're going to have options in the month of December. And it's like, let the best woman, let the best man win. And whoever's meant to be for me, God is going to make sure they stand out in the crowd. It's like, you have such a hands-off approach to dating and love. It's like, I'm going to show up, even if you're a masculine, right? Which masculines are more in their active energy than passive. But let's say you're a masculine energy and you want to go date. Normally you would be the pursuer, right? You would be the hunter. But now it's like, you know what? Listen, let the women come to me and I'm going to choose the one I want. That's your like chilling. I'm not even about to stress nobody. If you're a woman, it's like, well, whoever's the best man, y'all pursue me, and whoever shows up and shows out, you can have me. But it's like you're allowing these people to prove to you and pursue you versus you either trying to meet somebody halfway or you being the one doing all the legwork. So who's coming towards you? Because I see this commitment and passion here. I want to see what this is all about. Tell me for my Leos, who is coming Leo's way in the month of December, if anyone is? Well, we do see you have people. It's definitely options, but are they good options, So who's coming Leo's way in the month of, Nine of Pentacles. All right, it might be a single December for you, but it's not unenjoyable though. It's not one of those single Decembers where it's like, oh, I wish it's the holidays. I wish I had somebody. Oh, I'm lonely. I'm by myself. It feels like you're alone, but you're not lonely. And we all know there's a true difference to those two. You are alone, but you are not lonely. You are enjoying your creature comforts. I don't care if that's you enjoying your favorite foods at home and just chilling with your feet up. You going out with friends and y'all having a great time. And because you may have a little money in your bank account, you can really have a great time. Maybe this is you getting with family, you know, and you're just feeling really all right. Now, don't get me wrong. That does not remove the feeling or the desire to have romantic love. That's always going to be there. That's innate. But the desire to go out of your way to make it happen is just not there. So I think you're enjoying you this month. I think you're enjoying your season this month. We got the Fool in there. Yeah, you're not being risky. You're not being foolish. So the person that you may have just previously dealt with, you may have took a chance. Maybe something, I feel like something about it was impulsive. Because now you're like, I learned I don't want to do that again. You got burnt by some, hopefully not literally. But it feels like you got burnt by somebody. Meaning, maybe how that connection started, at some point there was some kind of impulsivity. Maybe you two decided to move in together really quickly. Maybe you two decided to get in a relationship really quickly. Maybe you two got to the sex really good. There's something here that y'all did between you and a person that was really quick. And it was like, we're going with the moment, we're going with the feeling, we're going with the passion, we're going with, you know, that gut feeling of just let's do it, you know. And whatever that behavior was, it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. That was some dumb shit. I'm not doing that again. Excuse my language, but that's what it feels like. That's where that should have had a VA. I'm not doing this again. I'm not putting myself back in this position again. So you're standing strong, you're standing good, you're looking great, smelling good. The Lovers in the reverse. Tell me more for my Leos in the month of December. Tell me more about their love life. 3 of Wands. You may even feel to a certain degree the person that's truly your soulmate does not live where you're at. You may feel like the person that you're truly meant to be with is not either in the city that you're living in, the state that you're living in, or the country that you're living in. And whether it's all of the experiences you've had up to now, or maybe this past person you just dealt with, you have come to the realization of maybe my love is not here. And it's, again, you're not moping about it. It's just you being very honest with yourself. Maybe you feel like the type of men or women you're meeting in that environment are just not in alignment with you, or they don't have the same virtues, the same morals, the same, if you will, the same level of integrity that you may have. So you're just like, maybe they're not here. Maybe the person I'm meant to be with just don't live in this city, don't live in this state. They're not where I'm from. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. There you go. And let's get the last one. Who's coming towards Leo in the month of December? Let's see. So the last one is the Hangman. Yeah, this is all on you. I feel like you're having a single season. So if you're in a relationship, obviously this reading is not for you. This feels like for my ones that just got out of a relationship, or maybe you've gotten out of a relationship some time ago, but you've been still dealing with it, maybe because we were holding on to hope or still wanting this thing to come back, but it's like you're at the reality of like, it is what it is. I want to see why you're coming up in the reverse, though. I'm not understanding that. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse for Leo here? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. I did a video, my last video I did on the channel. I put in the title, Having Healthy Selfishness. And I feel like you're just in a really, you're in a side. Whoever you were dealing with, I feel like you gave a lot to them. Like, it reminds me of a woman that lives with a man and she's the one managing the finances and making sure he has his lunch for work and making sure that she's partaking in this and other. Like, it feels like you did a lot of grunt work. And even if it wasn't a lot to that degree of responsibility, just whether it's your energy, you may have felt like you just poured too much energy into the situation. Even with the Queen of Wands being here, this could be sex. You may have felt like you gave this person your body more than what they truly deserved out of you. Maybe you could feel like, you know what, I'm tired of giving them to other people. I'm tired of pouring into relationships. And it doesn't feel like you're tired from the sense of you are not open to it in the future. But I think for this season of December, it's like, no, this is me. This is my time. I want to focus on me. I got goals. I got aspirations. I got ambitions. I got things that I want to go out and conquer and achieve for myself. I want to focus on me. I want to focus on my self-esteem. It's like you. And the reason why it's so much about you this month is because you've been about everyone else. Maybe most of the year of your 2024, it's always been about, well, them, and being a service to these people and being the backbone for that person and being the person who validates this person's feelings, and being the therapist for that person, and being the bank and ATM for that person, and being the one that's cooking and the chef for this. It's like your hands have been stretched so thin in different areas with different people throughout the year, where it's like, I need me something for me, and you're just taking it back after this like was the last straw for you. This has triggered something. And I love that you're not moving out of your wound, but I do think this has triggered a wound for you. That brings me back, and I talk about this in the tarot readings here, your childhood. It kind of brings me back to your childhood of just everyone else has to be serviced. Everyone else has to be paid attention to. Everyone else's needs are more important than Leo's needs. Everyone else needs me in an urgent manner than, you know, they can show up for me. It's like everyone else, but goddamn, what about me? And I think even in this situation, same occurrence, you may have found yourself giving to this person, but looking at it like, what about me? I'm still in this relationship too. It reminds me of people who are in relationships, but they're single. They're single in a relationship. At a certain point in this connection, you end up feeling single in a relationship. Or you may have felt like it was just going to stay in that single period. I don't know. Either which way, this is all about you. So I want to see if anything coming in top of 2024. Let's take a look. Let's see. And then we'll get you some advice here. We got the Emperor coming out at the top of 2024. Tell me more for Leo. When it comes to matters of the heart, we got the High Priestess in the reverse. What comes to matters of the heart, we have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Ace of, oh, you do got somebody new. So December, it's a you-focused month, but once we get to the top of 2025, so this is like January, February for me, you got an Emperor coming out for you, or you, if you're a masculine, you're going to be the Emperor, while you got a Queen of Cups coming towards you. So this is water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to be. But either which way, if you are a masculine, this would be a woman who is ready to submit to you. I mean, not to be misogynistic like that, but this is a woman that's straight up, I'm ready to submit to the right partner. Like, I want to follow my man's lead. I want my man to lead me or dictate me or guide me. And not in a controlling, possessive way, but more so, this is a woman who operates out of her gender roles. If you're into same sex, it would be, you know, the masculine who's more on the feminine side still operating the same way. If you are a feminine, if you are a woman, this is like meeting a masculine where you finally get to just relax in your femininity. You don't have to feel like you're doing the most because you get to do the least in this relationship, because the Emperor is going to be doing all the legwork, which that's their natural dominion. They should be doing the legwork when it comes to a Queen of Cups. So it feels like when it comes to, if you will, roles in a relationship, this is going to operate in a very healthy, functioning manner. If you are a male that likes to date women or like to date feminine energies, you would be the older person. If you are a guy watching this, you would be the older and you will be dating a younger woman or a younger feminine energy. If you are a masculine, you are going to be older. I'm so sorry, if you're a feminine, you are going to be younger than this masculine. Now, if you are older in age, this is you, again, you guys can even be around the same age if you're older, but this would be you being able to be with a man of serious maturity. So he not only acts his age, but he's mature for his age, because we know you could be older and still act immature. This is somebody that acts their age, they're on point with their maturity, and you feel like you get to rest in your femininity with them. You don't have to wonder about what's going on and who's planning dates and what we doing and we need to talk through this and I ain't here. This is somebody that is going to provide the structure and the regimen for you too, so you can feel safe and secure. And if you're a male, you're doing that for a woman at the top of the year. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Let's get another here. I think the troubling part is going to be on your end, because remember how I told you there was something about your intuition that detector is now a little bit off, or you may feel like it's a little bit off because maybe we were picking the wrong people. That's how you're going to feel with this person. They're coming in and they're coming in packaged solid. Whether it's a man or a woman, they are coming together as they should. They're in their healthy vibration. But you, because we may have picked the wrong man or picked the wrong woman multiple times in our life, now this person comes through and it's like, is my intuition on point? Because you're going to feel intuitive hits and insights from this person, whether it's like, oh my God, I think they're serious with me, or I think this could be something, or whatever you're getting on that gut level, instinctual level, you're going to question it. But I felt this before and I was wrong. Or I felt these things and I picked wrong. And I think you're going to have a little bit of a hassle with trying to restabilize your intuition or listening to your gut, trusting yourself with decisions. Tell me more. Who is coming towards Leo? The Hermit. Virgo energy and the Three of Pentacles. Nice. I like this person. They're more in the fourth. Yeah, I like this person. They're a stay out of the way kind of person. They know how to have fun, but this is somebody who's like, I go to work, I go home, I handle my business. I'm not trying to be in the streets. I'm not trying to be in broads' faces. I'm not trying to be in guys' faces. Like, they're very much focused on their 3D world when it comes to their own stability. So it may be their kids if they have kids. They may be focusing on their career, their finances. It almost reminds me of a person that may struggle at times to focus on two things at once. So it's like, if they're focusing on their career, they may not be able to focus on other areas as much. Or if they're focusing on their love life, other areas in their life may tend to go by the wayside a bit, because when they give their attention, they give it 110%. So this would be the type of person, once you come into their life, you become a part of their regimen and routine. It's like Leo, work, gym, food, sleep. That's it. That's literally, it feels extremely routine. Not saying you're going to have a routine life where y'all always do the same thing. But for this person, you are going to be a staple in their routine. It's like they're going to make sure per day, am I talking to Leo? Am I seeing Leo along with X, Y, and Z? This is somebody that could be a homebody. They kind of stick to themselves, though. It feels like a lone wolf. So if you are a Leo, that resonates with being like a black sheep, kind of being an outcast, feeling different, feeling like you may have taken the uncharted path, right? Maybe you took the path of having to learn life through the real world versus academia. This is somebody that is going to understand that because they went through the same route. Maybe this is somebody that they could have went to college, but they had to deal with a lot of adversities with their family. Like, you're going to understand, there's something about them that makes them a black sheep. Whether they're highly educated or not, they're very smart. But it does feel like in some way or some shape, even with what they have going on, they still feel like a loner. They still feel like a loner. They still feel like they haven't found somebody that can truly align with all facets with them. So this is somebody that's really complex. They're really complex, but not in a bad way. I just think they have so many different sides to them. They like so many different things. They have so many different interests. They're good at different things that it's like you can't put this person in a box. You can't label them. You can't put them in a box. Now, when it comes to their work, they may own their own business, or they could be, they could have some type of title, and they're seen as that, and that's what society and the public knows them. But when you pull back those layers, it's just like they just feel like they kind of walk the world alone. They really do. Why is this Emperor here? The Three of Swords. So just like you went through your situation, they've been through a situation too. Maybe you two have recently went through some type of painful ending. And the Knight of Wands. Ooh. Okay. The only thing I'm going to say, I'm not the biggest fan of this new person. And I think this is something you two will be able to talk through and work out, is whatever pain they went through. So let's say they lost a family member. They didn't really take any downtime to grieve. It's like, let's say their mother died on Tuesday. They went back to work on Thursday and continued with life like it was normal. And they haven't really grieved at all, whatever the loss was. It's like, I can't let my life stop for this. People still need me. I still got to get to work. My employees need me, or my employer needs me. Or my kids need me. I can't sit here for days or weeks or months and grieve. I don't have the time to go to therapy and process it. I have to get back on with my life. So the reason why I'm saying that's the only questionable part, because as we know with grief and trauma and PTSD, they will come up. If you don't get it in a wash, it's going to come out in the rinse. This will come back up in your relationship at some point if they don't deal with this. That's the only part that I'm like, depending on what the Three of Swords is, this can vary on a large spectrum of the depth of grief this person has to process. So I would say just be cognizant of that, whatever they got going on. But let me see. Let's see if anything between you two, I know I was going to get advice, but I actually want to see if anything between you two kind of pans out as the year goes on. So tell me, for Leo and this person, does anything, we got the Ace of Swords. Does anything pan out for these two? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's take some more looks. Let's see, does anything pan out for these two between Leo in this person. We got the Seven of Swords, the Star, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hermit, and the Moon in the reverse. Can I get one more? Fool in the reverse, and the Chariot. Wow. Temperance on the bottom in the reverse. You're going to find out whatever that Three of Swords is. Whatever death, loss, ending, grief that they've gone through. You're going to find exactly what that is. Exactly what it is. I don't know if you're going to know initially. Initially, this may be something that if they tell you, they may not tell you the full story. So they may lie by omission just because they may not feel comfortable with opening up about what happened, or they may not be ready. Depending on the circumstance, you know, give the person grace if it's something, you know, reasonable. But once you find out what it is, this kind of falls flat to me. Because yes, you see the opportunity for this person to heal through this relationship, because I think, Leo, you know, you're the type of person who can see this person's grief once they open up and tell you. Because I don't think you'll be able to tell on the surface, because it's like they're disassociating from it. So they didn't even process it. They haven't. It's like trauma, right? Let the impact be significant enough, your brain will block out the trauma impact just out of self-preservation because it's so severe. It's that for this person, like whatever they went through with that Three of Swords, it's so significant. It's like, nope, I got to keep going. I don't even want to look at that. And you know, you have the ability to heal people, whoever I'm speaking to, you have the ability to heal people. You know that you can touch people's wounds and bring them back to the light. I think for you though, do I want to do that? This has a question. I don't know if this actually goes anywhere. For some of you, maybe. Some of you, you'll take on that challenge and that role. For others of you may say, you know what? I might let you just heal on your own. I don't know if I want to be a part of that process. Because I'm getting 50-50 here. It's split. Because I can see some just saying, yeah, no. I mean, I know you've gone through what you've gone through. But do I want to deal with this? And others of you, you may allow yourself to be invested enough with this person. So you may allow enough time for your emotions to develop and your feelings to start growing, where you could really see a future with this person. And you may decide to work through those situations with the person if you find value enough in this person. If you find the value that what they bring to the table is much more significant than the grief, I think I see you working through this with this person. If you don't find what they bring to the table more significant than this grief, I think you may say, I don't know if I want to take on this project. I don't know if I want to deal with that, you know? So in December, nonetheless, it is a single month. It's all about you. As we get into your 2025, we definitely have a new person coming into your life. I think is amazing, but that trauma or whatever that is, that Three of Swords, you are going to have to work out on it. You two are going to have to work through it depending on the severity of that Three of Swords. Some of you will and some of you won't. So it's going to be up to you. Anyway, Leo, I'm going to leave you here. If you would like a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Otherwise, y'all have a great December and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.